Over the years, pickup trucks have become too large and way too expensive for an average buyer. That may be the main reason for the Maverick's instant popularity, as it's one of the rare honest vehicles in today's market with a reasonable price. Now it looks like Subaru is releasing a 23K Maverick Challenger, a pickup that'll be even smaller, more affordable, and some believe, even better. Less is more isn't always a platitude. One of the easiest ways to see how the world has changed in the past few decades is to look at car commercials. From them, you can find out how large the infotainment screen is, what the standard driver assistance features are, and how many cup holders are there. That's all okay, but many of us feel that car makers are missing the point. Truck buyers are not young daddies who look for a family hauler. Truck buyers don't need something that's overpriced due to the full load of standard equipment. That's probably the reason why the new Ford Maverick has become an instant success. It looks like Ford has found the magic formula with the Maverick, which combines crossover and pickup design solutions in such a nice fashion. Other car makers started to work on similar products, and we're already getting lots of reports about rivals coming from Toyota, Jeep, and other car makers. Subaru is also on the list, but this company is about to offer something even smaller, even more affordable, and once again, even better. Return of the well-known acronym. If you look at the Maverick or Santa Cruz or read reports about the upcoming rivals, all these pickups will be based on compact SUVs. The Maverick shares most of its parts with the Bronco Sport and Escape, while Hyundai's pickup is based on the Tucson. Instead of doing the same thing, Subaru will rather design a smaller pickup based on a subcompact crossover. As a result, Subaru's pickup would be smaller, more maneuverable, and more affordable. It wouldn't be the first time to see such a small pickup in North America. Subaru already produced a pickup called the BRAT back in the 70s and early 80s, and for that reason, the new pickup could easily use the same moniker. The nameplate was actually an acronym. B comes from bi-drive, which is what Subaru called its all-wheel drive system back in the day. R stands for recreative, A stands for all-terrain, and T means transport. So if the Japanese company is willing to revive the moniker, we presume these aspects of the design will be the focus once again. Design. That shouldn't be all that hard because Subaru already has a subcompact SUV that would serve great as the basis for the new BRAT. Of course, we're talking about the Crosstrek, which has just received a full redesign. The new generation is full of modern technologies but keeps a design approach that accentuates off-road capabilities and a high level of practicality. That's exactly what Subaru's small pickup needs to be competitive. With this platform, the new BRAT would offer respectable ground clearance in combination with an excellent all-wheel drive system. At the same time, the pickup would remain light, efficient, and easy to drive. The design language would be shared with the Crosstrek, especially at the front. However, we don't expect to see a single cab layout from the original BRAT. These are different times, and we are pretty sure that the Japanese company won't offer those crazy backward seats in the cargo bed. Instead, the new model will come in a double cab layout with a short but quite handy cargo bed. Dimensions. As mentioned, Subaru would rather offer a notably smaller pickup than the Maverick based on a subcompact SUV. Therefore, the wheelbase should be significantly shorter, which would make the truck far more maneuverable. It could easily remain the same as in the Crosstrek, which is good for 105.1 inches, which is 15 inches shorter than the Maverick. On the other hand, the new BRAT would have to accommodate a decently sized cargo bed, so the rear overhang would be significantly longer compared to the Crosstrek. To summarize, the new pickup would be longer than the Crosstrek, but with a similar wheelbase, height, and width. All-wheel drive and off-road performance are the keywords. Unibody pickups benefit from a passenger car chassis in so many ways, especially when it comes to ride quality. However, neither the Maverick nor Santa Cruz are great off-roaders. Moreover, the Maverick Hybrid isn't even available with all-wheel drive, while those variants that are available feature a modest front-wheel drive-based drivetrain with many limitations. That wouldn't be the case with the new BRAT. Typically for Subaru, this model will come with the company's legendary symmetrical all-wheel drive system with a perfectly positioned engine, equal-length half-axle, and excellent mass distribution. All this should ensure superior grip and overall off-road performance compared to the bigger and more expensive rivals. Besides an excellent all-wheel drive system, we count on respectable ground clearance, which is also an important ingredient for good off-road performance. We can hardly imagine a new BRAT without being available in the Wilderness trim, which would be the most capable variant of the truck. If you look at the Crosstrek, this trim level offers a notable suspension lift, all-terrain tires, skid plates, and various styling upgrades. The ground clearance goes up to 9.3 inches, while it's also worth mentioning that approach and departure angles are 20 and 33 degrees respectively. To give you a clearer picture, that's pretty much on par with the standard Wrangler, which is a genuine body-on-frame off-roader. All in all, the BRAT Wilderness would easily be the best off-roader among small pickups. Engines. As for the powertrain, we presume that the new pickup will use the same engine as the new Crosstrek. Therefore, base models would come with a good old 2-liter flat 4, which puts out around 152 horsepower and 145 pound-feet of torque. Higher trim levels would come with a more capable 2.5-liter flat 4, which puts out around 182 horsepower. As Subaru stopped offering Crosstreks with a manual gearbox, we presume that the new BRAT would also come only with a continually variable transmission. Of course, the all-wheel drive should be standard, while it's also good to mention that both engines offer pretty good fuel economy. The subcompact crossover returns around 28 mpg in the city and 34 mpg on the highway, and we're pretty sure that the pickup would be able to achieve similar ratings. As the Maverick comes with a hybrid powertrain and some future rivals are also expected to be electrified, Subaru engineers might go in a similar direction. We presume we could see the same plug-in hybrid setup as in the Crosstrek. That system features a combination of a 2-liter engine and an electric motor, as well as a relatively modest 8.9 kilowatt-hour battery. The max put goes around 148 horsepower with the average fuel economy around 35 mpg in the city and a pretty impressive 90 mpg equivalent in the EV mode. The new BRAT hybrid would be efficient, but a small 8.8 kilowatt-hour battery would ensure no more than 17 miles of range in the EV mode. Towing capacity. No one expects much from unibody pickups when it comes to towing, especially not from such a small vehicle with modest engine power. However, Subaru might surprise us and offer ratings that are similar to the Maverick despite the lower output and smaller dimensions. Namely, the new generation Crosstrek can tow 2,000 pounds at its base variant, which is as much as the base Maverick. On the other hand, the Wilderness trim is good for up to 3,500 pounds, thanks to the transmission cooler and a few more upgrades. We presume that the new pickup would also offer similar ratings, which would make it highly competitive among bigger and more powerful rivals. For comparison, the most capable Maverick with the 4K tow package and 250 horsepower is good for 4,000 pounds. On the other hand, don't expect much from the plug-in hybrid. That version most certainly won't be able to tow more than 1,500 pounds. Interior. It's hard to imagine the original BRAT's layout these days, so we're pretty sure that the modern iteration in this pickup would rather feature a double cab layout. That model would feature 2 rows of seats and full-size rear doors with the ability to accommodate adults in the second row relatively easy. The cargo bed wouldn't be spectacularly long, but rather a great solution for those who appreciate the practicality of an open cargo area. A typical buyer of a Subaru pickup most likely wouldn't care much about luxury, so the BRAT's cabin would rather feature a simple and straightforward design. Once again, the Crosstrek would serve as the basis, with its dashboard design that's rather functional than stylish. Moreover, Subaru designers would probably try to find a few ways to save production costs by offering lower quality materials and less standard equipment. Still, the new pickup would still host essential modern tech features such as a decently sized touchscreen, various connectivity features, etc. Competitive price wins the game. The price could be one of the BRAT's key strengths. If we consider that the Crosstrek starts at around $26,000, we're pretty sure that the new pickup could easily go down for a few grands. With savings on interior quality, a shorter list of standard equipment, and a few more modifications, base models could easily cost around $22,000 to $23,000 according to our estimations. Does this make it affordable enough to deal with bigger classmates? It's left to be seen. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.